All right, folks, let's talk about Sir Elton John. Yes, the Rocket Man himself, who's been making headlines not just for his music, but for a deeply emotional moment that caught even him off guard. At 78, Elton's confronting the big questions, and it's all pouring out in his latest work. So picture this: Elton's in the studio, laying down tracks for his upcoming album. Who believes in angels? Everything's going smoothly until he hits the closing track. When this old world is done with me. Now, this isn't just any song. It's a poignant reflection on mortality, penned by his longtime collaborator Bernie Taupin. As Elton delved into the lyrics, he found himself overwhelmed, breaking down in tears for a solid 45 minutes. Yes, you heard that right, 45 minutes of unfiltered emotion, all caught on film. Now, Elton's not one to shy away from life's realities. With two young sons, Zachary and Elijah, and his husband David Furnish, he's acutely aware of the ticking clock. He candidly admitted to Rolling Stone UK, "I lost it for 45 minutes. It's all on film. I just sobbed and sobbed and sobbed." When you're 77 years of age and you have a family and two children, there's only a certain amount of time you've got left. Hopefully, I've got at least another 20 years. But when you're actually confronted on a song, it's like, oh my God, it really surprised me. I wasn't expecting it. I don't like talking about it, but you have to be realistic. John spent years battling drug and alcohol addiction, but after overcoming those struggles, he insisted life hasn't always been easy since then. He said, "I didn't think I was going to die, but I knew that if I carried on, there was a good chance it was going to happen. And I woke up and smelled the roses, and things have been great since. But it doesn't mean that I haven't been through strife operations and everything like that, losing the eyesight in this eye, which happened after the album. But there's always something tough I seem to be tackling. Making new album LP, Who Believes in Angels, with Brandy Carlisle has given the Rocket Man hitmaker a new lease of life. He said, "I push and push and push, and it's music that gets me through it. My family and making this album made me feel so good about myself. I've left the old Elton John behind, and here's the new one."
Then, Elton said he never wanted children, but David did. And although they made every possible effort to adopt the little boy, Ukrainian law wouldn't allow it. Why did you decide at this point in your life to go to a surrogate?
Considering Elton's age, surrogacy seemed like the safest, quickest route to start a family.
Well, Elton, you're 64, very young 64,
Thank
very
you.
young 48, but not that young for fatherhood. Did you have concerns?
I did, yeah. David desperately wanted children. I thought this little boy in the Ukraine taught me something. It was a message from somewhere. It was a message saying, it's okay. You can be a father. You can be a good father. You can be a doting father.
The couple went to an agency that finds egg donors and surrogates. For the egg donor, who remains anonymous, they simply looked for someone in good health.
And we were fortunate enough in that we found a fantastic surrogate, a woman who'd been a surrogate before, and an egg donor that we didn't actually meet, that we chose through a profile.
Then did you mix your sperm?
Yes,
Is
we
that
did.
how it's done?
Yeah, we both contributed.
So you don't know which of you is the biological father?
At this stage, we don't know, and it's a guessing game, because when we look at our little son, we can see elements of Elton and we can see elements of me.